Good morning to everyone. Welcome once again to Coach Steele's Finance Training. I'm happy to be here this morning with you. Of course, as usual, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. That has not changed. In a second, I am going to mention and introduce you all to my guest on today. I'm going to do a quick sound check and make sure everything's going good. Oh, yeah. So we're in the building, and I will be introducing you to our special guest today in a few seconds. But first, I want to get some house things out of the way. Once again, you are tuned in to Coach Steele's Finance Training, where we talk about all things financial literacy. And of course, as you see, we also have on guests, sometimes entrepreneurs, people that are experts in certain areas, talk about financial literacy from a different aspect. And so here, tuned in to Coach Steele's Finance Training. Before we get started with this interview, make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow. This gives you time to be able to share this live with someone else as well. That way more people can tune in to this great conversation we are going to have today. I am live on Facebook and on YouTube. And on YouTube, it is Coach Steele's Finance Training, where you can find us there on YouTube. And I'm excited about today's conversation this morning as we get ready to have a conversation with none other than entrepreneur and business owner, Kashauna Johnson. Can we give it up for our special guest, y'all?
Yay.
So this is a long time coming. I've been waiting to interview her. I wanted her to get some stuff taken care of first. And of course, timing has worked out where I'm able to have Kashauna. And you all may have questions during the process or comments. So feel free to comment on Facebook and comment in the chat section on YouTube. I will see all of those comments and questions as they come in. So I'm excited about this conversation. So, Kashauna Johnson.
Yes.
Welcome to Coach Steele's Finance Training. You are sitting in the money chair.
Yes, money.
And not too many people have sat in the money chair.
Okay.
I think the last person that sat in your money chair, my money chair. Yes, Pastor Kanye.
Yes.
She was the last person to have sat there. So
yes.
You're in good company.
Yes.
You're in good company there.
Yes.
I think she got some money too.
Yeah.
So anyway, as we start up today, I'm happy to have you here. I've known you for a little while, and I want people to know a little of what I know, but I'm going to learn some more today as well. So if you had to tell us who Kashauna Johnson is, what would you say?
I would say that Kashauna is very outgoing, very colorful. She's very honest. She a ride or die. She just loved to have fun. She loved to work, but she want to work in kind of like what she want to do, you know, but she still follow the rules.
Okay.
Great mother, great wife. And I'm just an all around great person. Most definitely is bubbly. You will laugh with me. Most definitely that. So my personality kind of comes out in everything that I do. When
you say colorful, like where do all of these colors come from? Like what is the deal with the colors?
I don't know. It's just my personality. They told me when I was young that I always change clothes. I always put colors on. I never match. So I just now incorporate it and I love it. Like I always go for the ugliest stuff, the stuff nobody wants. That be to the back of the rack. And that's what I want. And then I just take it and make it my own.
Okay. Okay. So to some people it may seem ugly, but you find the beauty.
Yes.
In what may appear odd.
Yes.
Or off. Okay.
Yes.
So if you had to tell us right now, far as occupation, career, business, and entrepreneurship, what do you currently do right now?
Okay, right now I am I actually just got promoted to
Hold on, we gotta let that sit.
Yes, I just got a promotion. I was working in a intern position for almost a year, and I just got promoted to senior absentee ballot clerk at Liberty County voter registration. So I work in elections.
Okay.
Currently, right now.
You work in elections.
Yes.
And how is that?
already know what you're thinking about. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, I love to serve, you know, the people. And what I do is I do a lot with, like, if somebody don't want to come in to vote, you have the option of voting by mail. And so my heart is really the elderly and disabled who can't get out, who can't get to the polls, who just by whatever the case may be. So that's my passion to end with that. So I take pride in that. But elections is elections. When you still, you know, you still customer service. You have to deal with people. But, you know, I praise God that I have a job and a good job. My job is great. I can't complain about that. You know, I work on weekends, so and holidays off, so that's good.
Well, you may know who Regina Bost is.
That's my bestie from North Carolina.
Okay, bestie from North Carolina.
Yay.
All right. Bestie from North Carolina, make sure you share this live because we're going to turn up today.
Yeah.
She said, you are a bright person. It can take anything and make it look good.
Yes.
I need to start getting some help too because I know I'll be off. I just wear whatever.
Nah, I'm your girl. Holla at me.
Yeah. We got Mr. John Johnson saying good morning. Who is that?
That's my husband. Hey, babe.
So he's tuned in. Oh my goodness, we got a couple people. Hold on, who is this? We got Shell Jones. Said, hey, bestie.
That's Candy. That's my work bestie. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
We
my
got
girl.
a lot of people tuning in. We got my lovely wife, Yvette, still saying good morning to us.
Yes.
And she said congratulations.
Thank you, Yvette.
And I know Shell Jones said it's not easy.
No.
And Regina just responded back. So we're happy to have y'all tuning in today on Coach Steele's Finance Training. We talk about all things financial literacy. I get entrepreneurs on here, people who specialize in certain things. And I'm excited to have Kashauna Johnson on with us today. And y'all are turning up in the comment section. And I'm happy about that. And if y'all have some questions for her or comments, feel free to leave them in here. And you talked about your job far as with voter registration and things like that. And it takes extreme patience in those places. And yeah, I was thinking about something I saw your job have to deal with a while back. When somebody just like busting your office space and was doing the most and trying to kind of put y'all in a bad spot, but y'all kept y'all composure and you showed your true character. And yes, yes, you did. And so it was interesting to watch you all deal with that. And it's good that you maintained yourself because as an entrepreneur, your morals, your character, and how you carry yourself will reflect and also have an effect on your business. Right. So maintaining yourself as a human being in the right way is beyond just that moment. It's what else you plan on building on in life. And you talked about voter registration and your job in there and the promotion, but what else do you do? Tell us about the rest of your career and your business.
Okay, so also what I do, I actually do like a number of things. Right now, I actually have a fashion page. It's called Unique Styles by Kashauna Johnson. Also, where I take whatever I wear and I just put it together. A lot of people think that, oh, Kashauna, you be in the closet a long time. No, it comes natural for me. So I take clothes, I go to the thrift shop. Listen, people, y'all don't got to spend a whole lot of money to make yourself look good. Y'all can go to the thrift shop.
Hold on, say that again one more time.
You don't have to spend a whole lot of money to make yourself look good. Yes. You can take those coins and put them somewhere else. You don't have to. You know, like for me, nothing you ever would see me wear is costing over $10. If it's over 10, I'm not getting it. I'm gonna come back. Ask Candace Jones, she will tell you, my work bestie, she will tell you, I don't do that. But I also do that. I, take clothes, put them together. I put those on my page. I also do different things like anything from t-shirts, hats, pants, jackets, anything that can have something on it. I most definitely can do that. And I'm my family secretary. So when it's time for trips and all that stuff, they come to me to try to get everybody together, coordinate trips, do paperwork, all this kind of stuff. So I do a little bit of everything. And I'm my husband's secretary, most definitely that. We have a trucking business and I used to book all his loads. So I did a little bit of that too. So I have a lot of, stuff in my background that I do.
So when you said earlier, when you were describing yourself, who Kashauna Johnson was, one of the things you said was, I'm a rider.
Yeah.
So you really are with his trucker business.
Yes.
You really are a rider as well.
Yes, I'm a rider. I'm a ride or die. I'm a rider for who? Okay. So my thing is loyalty is loyalty. I believe in reciprocation. So if you watch my back, I watch your back. If you don't watch mine, I don't watch yours, because at the same time, loyalty is everything. So when I say rider, like I'm a true ride or die, and there are a lot of people that can contest to that. I'm a true ride or die, but I don't really do it just to say for people to give me accolades and be like, oh yeah, she, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I do it because it's in my heart, and I do it because that's how I want people to treat me. And when I say ride or die, for my husband, most definitely that. We've been riding 20 plus years.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And 20 plus years, we just had an anniversary, 20 years, but we've been together. We got married in 5th grade. People don't believe that. Substitute married us in 5th grade.
Okay.
And, and I was like, what? They was like, yeah, you go with him. And I was like, what? So she kind of like predestined that. She spoke that thing. So now we together. But a true rider though, and I love trucking because that's what he does. So I love what he does. I support him. He supports me.
One thing I noticed about you, you are very loyal. You do ride for people all the time. You're always posting other people's stuff. You're always sharing people information, putting things out, which shows how secure you are in yourself. You're not intimidated by somebody else's business and what they have going on. And I think that's good as an entrepreneur, because that's going to give you opportunity to collaborate more with other people. Because as you expose other people and show what they have going on, that allows someone to say, you know what, how can she complement what I'm doing? Because she's already boosted me up and I didn't even ask for anything.
Right.
Sometimes I worry about that with you though, because you go so hard for everyone else. I'm like, I need her to make sure she put that same energy into Kashauna.
Right.
And I don't want people to take advantage of how hard you do go for them.
Right.
So sometimes I worry about that. And where do you find the balance in I'm supporting everyone else, but how do I also make sure I do what I'm supposed to do for Kashauna?
It's just simple like this right here. God gives me discernment. So if I feel, if he be like, nah, don't share that, I don't share it, because I know that even with me sharing and going hard for this person or whatever, he's still going to bless me. I'm still going to get the increase from him anyway.
Yes.
Like, I'm not even concerned about that. Like, when you say about confidence, that's what I be like, I wish people had more of that in themselves, even as a person. Because like me, my confidence is like just, nobody can take my confidence. Nobody can tell me about how I look or what I got. Because you know what? At the end of the day, people going to buy what they want to buy. They're going to spend their money where they want to spend it. If you choose to spend with me, you do. If you don't, you don't. Like, I don't feel any kind of way. So there are main people that I do share and I do go hard for, like Takara. I'm going to go hard for her because...
Who is Takara?
Takara, that's a life coach. That's Pastor Takara. Yes.
I don't know if I'm familiar with her.
Oh, you're very familiar with Takara. Yes. Anytime she's one of the ones. And I just think that sometimes a lot of us don't get it. They be looking at likes, how many times people like and stuff. I mean, I don't look at that. Because guess what? Somebody's still going to see it. And whoever wants it, going to want it. Yep. So I appreciate you being very concerned about that, but I'm all right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, if I ever see anything off and people not reciprocating and doing right, I'm going.
It's okay, big brother. I appreciate you do that. Yeah.
And then we have Betty Reeves.
That's my spiritual mom. Yes. Hey, moms. Good morning.
She says she is proud of you.
Thank you.
And let's see what else we got going on here. And I do have one question. And here we got Shirley Frazier tuning in, another artistic person.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Shirley.
One of my questions is, where does the inspiration of you taking your hands and making all of this creative stuff, where does it come from? Like, what's the root? What is behind all of this? Who is behind all of this?
Me.
Were there ever any role models? Is there somebody you saw doing this? Or were you home? Like when I was a kid, I like troubleshooting and taking stuff apart and putting it back together again. So I used to be taking bikes apart, putting bikes back together, riding them, or I found a broken bike and I would find the pieces, put it together, and then I could ride it. As a child, were you ever designing and doing stuff yourself? Did you watch a TV show or something? Like, where does this come from?
As a child, I they always just told me I was real colorful. I remember changing clothes all the time. So I always liked the point of I could change clothes. They say I just change clothes 8 times a day. So I liked the fact of switching up and putting things together. It was this one young lady that, you know, when you scroll through TikTok, she was like, I saw a jacket, and I was like, oh, so she took the jacket and she was just putting stuff on. I was like, let me see how this works. So then I just started doing it. Like, you know, I started on myself, and I was just like, I wore my first person that purchased a jacket from me was her name was Tamika. She works at Kimtone, and she was just like, sis, I like that jacket, but how we met was our kids graduated together, and she was like, girl, I like your style, like you fly, like how can I do that? And then me and her went on shopping adventures together. She was like, let me get that coat, and the jacket she has. It was, I cut it because I cut it, and it didn't have as much stuff as this was. It was my beginning stage. So I just said, okay, well, let me see what I can do with this. And that's with anything. I can just be sitting anywhere, and it can say like, oh, Papa, oh, well, you need to do that. So I mean, I was just in me. And my daddy was a fashionista too. He would have to have his pink shirt on, pink pants, burgundy socks, burgundy shoes, afro, gold chain. So I'm assuming it kind of came from that way, you know.
That tree.
And my oldest sister, Ivy, was also she used to do fashion shows all the time. Back when we was little, yes.
Oh, okay.
For Kato, I mean, yes, Ivy did. So I guess it was just kind of like in me, and I just had to figure it out.
Okay, so that's some of the history of it, you know, kind of indirectly gleaning from your father. And we got to definitely shout out Miss Ivy, because I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Yes.
She got that look, and I don't want to be on the bad side of her look if she look at me. So shout out to Miss Ivy as well, if you're tuning in on this morning. And we got somebody named Latasha Trotter. I'm not gonna play it like that. You Pastor Trotter. She said, good morning. So proud of this lady right here. She definitely has helped me out with creative designs as recently as last month with my daughter's 10th birthday. Yes. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try something creative here. I'm a little slow when it comes to tech. So y'all hold on here. So youth Pastor Trotter, and with you being creative with helping people out, I think I actually have some pictures here. Let me go to one picture. Let me go. Boom. Let me try to make this a little bit larger. I don't know if I can, but there's one picture right there with you helping you Pastor Trotter out.
Yes.
And it should, we're a few seconds ahead of everyone else, so it's going to pop up.
Yeah.
So you Pastor Trotter, who is that to you?
Woo! I don't want to cry, but she is, she's a gentle, small giant, but she most definitely is a true friend, and she's our youth pastor. And we go way, 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 way back. And if anything I could do for her, she know I will do it. She just amazing person, but she gets me to do her little mini, her stuff, her birthday stuff. So I just did the birthday robes for her, the birthday robes and stuff for her. But Pastor Trotter, just so much I can say about her, about you, Pastor, but I won't get so emotional. But she's amazing, you know.
Let me see if I can get to that too. Yeah. I'm gonna try my best. Let's see.
That's the one with the robes.
Oh, the robes. Okay.
The kid robe. And those was for her too.
These?
Those was for her baby. But the shirts, the black shirts with the heels on them, I had made that for her, Jamisha, for her birthday. Yeah, but those are the ones I recently just created for her baby 10th birthday. Was it 10? I think 10th birthday.
Okay.
Yes. The mares. Yes.
Got it. Okay, the birthday robe. So yeah. You got a lot of different stuff going on. And then when we look at, let's see, this was for Damaris. This was for Damaris
as well. That was her birthday. That was the year before that for her birthday. She had cups made. She had unicorns. It was unicorns. And I had told her, okay, we need to get purple Converse. So she got the purple Converse, and then I just did all the rest of everything else.
Got it. So if somebody wants something specially designed for their child for a birthday, you can definitely reach out to Kashauna to get something custom made for that child or for the rest of the kids that are attending there as well.
Yes.
And I'm going to look through a couple more of these other ones while we're here.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me look at, what was this for?
Actually, I was an president. I was the ambassador. I'm not the president, but I was the ambassador VP of a medical school. And we have a medical school where you can go get your phlebotomy and medical certification.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually had a gathering. And so she wanted them to have something to take away. And so she asked me to create some. So I created these bags. And I put AMTC because that was the name of it at the time. And then everybody had their name on it. So that's the president. And then I'm the VP on the that's me right there.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what that was. So everybody had their own special bag made. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see if I can get back in there. And then let's see. We went over that one. And what is this?
So that's Baby Shark. I actually had already made 2 of those so far. Sabrina Hawkins had me to make one for her grandson as well.
Shout out Sabrina.
And then this is actually Elon, Tasha's daughter, godson. He had a Baby Shark birthday, and she was like, "Can you take a jumper?" I was like, "Rumper, sure. Let me go with it." Baby Shark. So actually, also that is paint on there. I took hand paint with a brush, went all over it, and then just added the Baby Shark and his name on it.
Okay, so that is definitely creative. Yes. Right there.
So I just went with it. Yeah.
I know the artistic people that tune in to Coach Steele's Finance Training are loving this. I already see some of the people that make T-shirts and their own art and cups and stuff tuning in on today. So they're probably eating this up right now and thinking about, oh, that's cool how you did that. I wonder if we could do this. Their wheels are probably turning. Yeah. What do we have right here? Okay, my baby graduated 2024 last year. She was like, "Mom, can you get me an outfit?" I said, "Nah, I can make you one." So actually me and her did this together. However, it's her name. She's a senior. And then that's my creative juices flowing. And her shirt, I made the whole entire outfit. You know, you probably save a bunch of money doing this too.
Yes, I do, because I just believe in, if I can do it, I'm not gonna pay somebody to do it.
Hello.
That's just my thought process. If they can do it, surely I can do it.
We got Stepping Into My Birthday.
Yeah, birthday shirt. That was for Pastor Trotter and Jamisha.
Okay.
Yep.
And then, okay, here we have a problem, because you and I are both Eagles fans.
Yes.
So I guess I won't call it a problem, because there are probably times in your business where you gotta support the Cowboys, even though we are Eagles fans.
Yes.
So anybody who is not an Eagles fan, she does not discriminate. The business will still produce.
Yeah.
This is like cooking.
Yeah, so that is a cookout. That's a cooking set. Like, that's your mitt, that's your glove, and then up under that is the towel set. Yes.
Okay.
So anything can go on those. I make those as well.
Okay, so sports fans, if you want to support your team even while you cooking, you need to reach out to Kashauna. Yes. I didn't even know she did this.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And especially for those that love tailgating, wives, if you're trying to get your husband some good gifts.
Father's Day coming up.
See what I'm talking about? So you got opportunity to get this stuff, and especially if they love tailgating, they'll look cool in front of their other friends with this. So let's see.
For a Cowboy time, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got Secure Your Vote T-shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fire right here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is nice.
Yeah.
Sneaker Gal. Was this made for you or for somebody else?
No, that was for somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
They requested, actually, Michelle. She goes to the church. I forgot what Michelle's last name is. Michelle Bostic. She had me to make it for her granddaughter.
Okay.
Yes.
That's nice. Let's see what else we got. I don't know why I keep clicking out there. I'm going to figure it out.
It's okay. Trial and error. It's okay.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, we went over that. Oh, and these.
Yes.
Tell us what you did here.
Okay, so I am a February baby, February the 14th. So they decided they wanted shirts. So Deacon Sherman, hey, Deacon Sherman, if you're watching, that's my buddy. He was like, I don't want to go outside. I want to keep it in-house. So because of him, I did, that's not everybody, but I did over 20-something birthday shirts for February, Kings and Queens. And then also one of my shirts actually went all the way to I'm trying to think where Travis is at, because Natalie's son Travis won.
Okay.
Also, because he's a February baby as well.
Okay.
So he's somewhere, deployed, but also my shirt is all the way over there. So I'm happy about that. But this is my church, our great church in Mount Zion. Shout out to our great pastor, Christy Conyers. So yeah, and these are the February shirts. So I also do, I do any kind of shirts. You name it, I can do it.
So basically you can say your product is international.
Well, now I can, ain't it?
Yeah, because it is. Your product is overseas, international.
Yes.
So
and that was just some of them. I have so many. I was like, I don't want to overload him. Oh, they're my jump socks.
Okay, jump socks. And then, this is a beautiful one right here, guys. Y'all look at this. This is awesome.
That's the last jacket I just did for Zandy. She goes to our church as well, and she's a survivor of breast cancer. So I actually did her jacket, and this is her jacket. That's the back of it. Yeah. The next picture is the front. Okay.
So let me see if I can get to that next picture. This is awesome. And it's so much. So when we dive into this whole, before we dive into the camel thing, because that's a whole nother story in itself that I want to deal with. What do you think has been the cause of this recent uptick what has been the recent cause in this uptick of your business growing and having so much influx? Like, when did you notice that it started picking back up?
So I'm gonna tell you, like, I actually did a private Zoom with Sakar and you, where they came in, they was like, look, you want help? We're gonna give y'all help. We're gonna tell y'all ways of things you can do. Like, we had to be on there every Sunday. And Takar, she's a little bully, but it was a bully in a good way, because I'm telling you, she would make you produce. So I appreciate her so much, So it was kind of that, like, listening to everyone, kind of like sitting back and saying, okay, Kashauna, because there were times in this business, let's just be honest, where you just like, you know what? I don't know, the people really don't, like you just don't know. And with work, what I'm saying? I still kind of like a full-time mom, both of my kids are home, but they don't bother me, but still they're life. And, there's still life that I have to do. There's church, there's, different things that come into play. But, I was just like, God put this in me, so I'm just going to go with it. Like, I'm not going to sit on it. And if you ever listen to if people ever listen to Steele, like, if y'all ever listen to Simon.
Who, me?
Let me tell y'all something about him. He is, like, so genuine. And when he cares, like, he will push you. And it'll be stuff he say. If you ain't hear him preach, hey, you need to listen to him preach, because he has a word always stored up in his belly. So him and Takara, like, y'all have really helped me, like, really, really push me. And then coming to church, you know what I'm saying, and hearing our pastor, she be like, you can't give up. I was like, that's the kindness. How you know I was like right there? But God knows where you at. So he always would send a word. And then, my husband like, Shauna, it don't matter. 50,000 people can be doing the same thing you're doing. But it's because it's you. Because God put it in you, so you can't, let it go. So when I started doing that stuff, and I was just like, okay, so let me put all this into play, and let me just, so if I made this jacket, let me just go harder on the next one. Let me, see, and then I'm going to ask you what you want. You know what I'm saying? You tell me what you want, and I'm going to make it to you, because at the end of the day, it's you. You got to wear it. You got to do it.
So you noticed it around that time frame of whether it's Takara pushing you, whether it's me saying something, whether it's pastor saying something. And basically you're saying you were willing to submit yourself to be mentored and educated and pushed.
Yes. No matter how I heard it, matter if you stepped on my toes, I was willing to dust that, like, okay, well, you know what you got to do.
Yeah, I remember we had a few calls. I'm like, where you at? What's going on? What's the steps? Where we going? Okay, all right, detour. Okay, let's take a detour. But as long as we going forward, we good.
And I appreciate that.
Because you are too talented and too skilled to sit on your hands.
Yes.
Because once I recognized it, I was like, oh, no. Because my mindset was, I'm going to show you how good you are.
Yes.
If you don't want to recognize it in yourself, fine. Here's an assignment, and I'm going to show you that we can win.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you woke up and said, all right, let me click back into gear and take it to another level.
Because even though the earring, with the earring thing didn't go, I just believe that was like you just said, okay, look, that ain't, because even when I told you, was like, okay, so what's next? What you gonna
That's
do?
It, exactly.
You said, so what's next? And I was like, okay, like, I already hear like God gonna send people in your life, and I'm like, God, like this is really happening, like, because you said what you need, and I was like, did you just ask me like what I need, like what I need? You know, you was like, don't let me know, and I was like, what? Let me know, and I told my husband, I was like, okay, is this really happening? And I was like, God is really like just blowing my, because you always, this was your thing. Put yourself, surround yourself with people that are like-minded like you, where you want to see yourself go.
Yep.
That's what you said. And it always sticks with me. Always. Always.
It's so funny because there's so much going through my head right now and I can't get to it. So I got to behave. And we got Pastor Conyers tuning in on today. Of course, Sharon Coates said she loved the Baby Shark jean jumper suit. And she got some grandbabies. So she might need something soon. Yeah. And Anitra said, yes, we are. This is another artistic person saying this is beautiful work. We love to see it. Timothy said he needed that one. He need one of them. I don't know which one.
Hey, holla out. Hey, let me know.
Pastor Carney said she remembers when you first started. Shout out to Sheila Thomas. She'll be on here for an interview soon, too. Yeah. I'm just being patient. Sharon says she needs a Mimi jacket.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that's shout out to Sharon Coates. That's our photographer, the best. You know, and you know what's crazy? Pastor Kanye said that. Pastor Kanye, when I first started, I was in Little Whiskey, and she came to my house. I said, I got this cricket. I said, I don't know how to do nothing. I said, can you come and show me? You had crickets in your house? No.
Okay, all right.
The machine is.
I was doing so good.
You done went all the way left. Bring it on back.
Go ahead. I'll be back.
So I was like, I don't know how to do this. I was like, can you please come and show me? She was like, yes. She came to my house and she came in there and she showed me, like she took her time and she showed me. And ever since then, I've been cricking it. So I appreciate that. Yes, she did. She came over.
She don't never show me how to do. Okay, I want to
learn something. She said she's sitting over here like a. Yes, I appreciate you, moms. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So they blowing this up. Let me catch up to some of this. Yeah. She said she's sitting over here like a proud mama.
Yes.
Okay. So this is so interesting because it's going back to some of the stuff that's floating through my head. Because you were like Takara, then you're talking about me still, and then you're talking about Pastor. And then the abbreviations just kept going through my head of each one of them. And this is so random. Because we got on military stuff, the letters of TSP. Do you know in the military what TSP stands for?
No, I don't.
It stands for Thrift Savings Plan. It's where a lot of soldiers put their retirement. They put their money into their TSP for their future retirements. It's a good place to put your investment. And so when I think of Takara Steele Pastor, TSP. So you've been surrounding yourself in a good investment environment. And so,
my God.
Yeah, God is good.
Yeah.
As we talk about this, because I really want to get to these camo guys. As we get ready to dive into these camos, I need you all to share this as we're live here with the great business owner and entrepreneur, Kashauna Johnson. And before I go further, say the name of your business again.
So, Unique.
Yes, you can.
I got like I be forgetting. Oh, let me see.
I got you. So, no, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh, you know, I was about to say the other one. Okay. So it's Genia's creative design. Genia goes from my middle name because my middle name is Eugenia. Mm-hmm. So that's where Genia's creative design comes from.
You're talking about the one on Facebook where you put posts like
I have two more. I got both of them on Facebook.
Okay, got it. Okay. I think I'm only connected to one.
Yeah. Unique is on there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll figure that out for you.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. So I didn't bring it and I didn't give him a picture, but last week, y'all, I had a hoodie on at church, and the back of it said, the front of it says, so it stands for Rock It How You Like It. So Pastor walked up to me and she goes, Kashauna, I was looking at you and I'm trying to figure out what does those letters stand for.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my desire, that to be my Rock It How You Like It. And that's the initial. So that's what was going across my shirt. Because when you put something on, you need to rock it how you like it. Don't worry about how everybody else looks.
Okay.
Or what everybody else thinks. As long as you rocking it and you look good, you feel good about it, just rock it.
Okay. And that kind of sticks with your mantra of I'm gonna go find what everybody else may not like. Timothy was talking about Dallas. He needs some Dallas gear.
Okay, I got you, Timothy. Inbox me. I got you. No problem.
And then we got Pastor Conya's, I don't know what she put right there.
Because you put them crickets, you talking about crickets.
And that's my sister upset. That's the SMH. Okay, that must have been the cricket situation.
Yeah,
she just
that's the cricket.
Oh, we got Miss Sarah Stevens.
Hey, Miss Sarah.
Happy to have you tuning in. And her sister, Shirley. They sound the same when they talk. But anyway, let's continue to go further. All right, so let's get to these camos.
Yes.
These camo jackets. She didn't make the one I'm wearing, y'all.
I need to though.
This is mine from when I was.
You see what Pastor? Yes. See?
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna get into these jackets. You talked about a while back what inspired it, and someone had you make one. So we can push that up. You can put it wherever you need to.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about these camo jackets and why you sell these, and this is part of your product.
Okay, so the camo jackets actually, the military fatigue. Pretty much, my family is military. 2 sisters. Shout out to all my family, but shout out to Pam and Katina. My actual sister Katina, she's a lieutenant colonel stationed in Seattle, Washington. Shout out to her. Yes, she's a public health nurse as well. So so it kind of like gleaned from that. Everybody in my family, brothers, except for me and my other 2 sisters, we didn't go military. So I was like, how can I take a jacket and make it that person, their personality? So this jacket actually belongs to Shaquana. Shout out to Shaquana.
That's my people.
Yeah, just shout out to Shaquana. She this is her jacket. She allowed me to get her jacket so I can showcase it. So what I do is I said, okay, the first thing I tell them, okay, we got to size you. They actually run big. We're going to size you. Once we size you, I'm going to tell you, I need you to send me everything that you desire, that you may want, you may think about to put on this jacket to make it your own. Once you do that, I will then incorporate my spin on it, to make it a little more, coming, everybody, can kind of see it and a little juicy and stuff. So with her jacket, because she is a attorney for United States government, and because she's from New York, I'm finna show you the back is like just the bomb. The back, she's from New York, but she's still, you can get anything. Like she walked by faith, I put an S. She from New York, so she loved, New York.
And the Brooklyn Nets.
And the Brooklyn, yes. And then she wanted something because she loves to travel. So I put the patches with the travel. She said, sis, I'm living my best life. Live best life. Also, anything that comes on here, like the military patches, I really don't take them off. And I always want old jackets. I want jackets that the soldiers have probably done worn and been to war with, because that brings more value to it and make you appreciate it, more for wearing it. Also with her jacket, we have what's that? Yeah. Oh yeah, she wanted scripture. So I put John 3:16 on that. These are the little, from whoever had this jacket. I don't know who this jacket belongs to, but I keep everything kind of original except for the nameplate. I take the nameplate off because they'll be like, hey, is your last name Hendrick? No, your name is not Hendrick. So then I'm gonna show you guys the back. This can loosen up.
Okay, look at that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This can loosen up. So as you can see, ESQ. Okay, move this. Okay. ESQ is the association she was with her attorney, because like I said, she is an attorney. She wanted New York, and I took the New York and put it back here. So I was like, I got a B. I had this B for air. I was like, let me just match that up with that. through some rhinestones, and then a little bit of sayings in the inside. So this is one of the jackets. I actually have another one.
Okay, let's get the next one up. Make sure you don't hit the off.
Yeah. Oh God, we don't want to do that.
Okay. All right, y'all look at this next jacket. This was pretty cool too. I like this one. And as y'all are tuning in to Coach Steele's Finance Training, make sure you continue to leave your thoughts, comments, share this live. And I see some of the people tuning in. Sharon says, Coach said, I already know my Mimi jacket is going to have a name tag already. She has the name tag already. Okay. Oh, you got something up under the collar on this one too. Okay. It says good vibes right up under the collar.
Okay, guys. So this is Nicole's jacket. Shout out to my girl Nicole from Mount Zion. But this is her jacket. So she was like, sis, I need a jacket. Can you just like do whatever? So what I do is when I do these, I also send everyone a picture of everything for the back. Okay. Everything for the back.
Oh, that is fire.
So I said, hey, what you want on the back of your jacket? This, because this is going to be the focal point. Once you get this on here that you choose, then I can do everything else. So, and also when I do these, I know a person's personality. So if you kind of more conservative and kind of laid back, I'm not going to go all blingy, all this kind of stuff. I'm going to be conservative with your jacket. But if you somebody like me, I'm going like Nicole, I knew that I could just go do whatever. So when I brought her jacket, she absolutely loved it. Like, you know, so she wanted scriptures on it. She wanted the word, she wanted dope. She was like, yes, Shauna, I like that. But she mainly loved this. This is the best part. And also she blessed. She blessed and she dope. So, you know, and then
say just have fun.
Yeah.
Right here.
And also it has an angel on it. The word angel right here. Angel. Then it has just have fun. It has
boy mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She got a kick out of that because she has 2 boys.
Is that a smoothie on there?
No, she loves Starbucks.
Oh.
So she said, Kashauna, can you please give me a Starbucks cup up there?
Oh, okay.
So I found her a Starbucks. Yeah.
You already talked about the basketball?
And you know,
she used to play
basketball.
She used to play basketball in high school and in college. I think at Valdosta State. I'm not sure. And then she coached at the middle school and the high school.
Yes. Well. And it also says authentic because she is. And you know, she really is. So that's the I mean, let me see. Mine, I have mine on too. Mine, I mean,
you can get Nicole out the way if you want.
We're not gonna do Nicole. Leave Nicole.
You get her out the way if you want to talk about yours.
Okay. So let me see, can they see mine? I'm gonna take it off. Let me stand up.
Difficult.
No, I'm gonna take it off.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm gonna put it on the display.
Okay. And this is so exciting, guys. As y'all are tuning in and you see these camo jackets, y'all can understand why I couldn't wait to get to them. And I want to hear your thoughts and your comments about these camo jackets. If you want one, we're going to show you how to be able to connect with Kashauna to get your camo jacket as well. But these are pretty exciting. And I want to hear your thoughts on these camos.
Oh, yeah, we really gonna love this one because this is the Eagles one. So this is the one, this is mine. Of course, mine, I don't have no limit about what I put on mine.
Oh yeah, this one's nice.
You know, so this says pretty girl, walk by faith, not by sight. Pow, because when I come through, it's a pow. I don't got my own confidence. I don't need nobody else. I don't need them accolades from nobody else. I got dope. And the back, y'all see that? Scratch that on right there so everybody can see that.
Did you say stretch or scratch?
Scratch.
Okay.
South Carolina scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all see that Eagles and the wings? Yeah. So then my sister Ivy had brought me this and said, hey sis, I need you to push through always. And Pastor Conyers preached on a sermon one Sunday and she was talking about being intentional. All I kept hearing was intentional. So I took the word and I put it on my collar because I always want to be intentional with everything that I do.
Oh, I like this.
That's me.
I like this.
You know, so that's why I put it on my collar.
I'm thinking about if I got a sermon to preach, depending on what it is, I would get a jacket made. Because you know, sometimes when I preach, I may wear like a t-shirt
yes.
that represents.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just going. Let me see what
I did.
Let me see. Let me cut it. No, I think we still live though. I don't know. We got to find out real quick. Let me see. I think we still live. It's just the monitor went off. Guys, bear with us. We gonna tighten up. See hit the off switch, but we still on. So God is good. And anyway,
I knew someone was gonna happen with us. Like this wasn't gonna go and big nothing didn't happen.
Yeah, it's just the monitor, so we still good.
Also, I got on jeans too, guys. I don't know if y'all can see them, but my jeans are custom as well. I rip, you know, Kashauna, she goes to our church as well. She was going to a trail ride. They was taking pictures and she was like, Kashauna, I need you to rip me some, distress me some jeans. So I did.
They're like, no, y'all still alive.
Because like, look, I almost knocked this out. Like, he was like, no, you can't, you know.
Yeah, you just cut the monitor off, that's all. We were still alive. Focus. I need you to focus on the day. And so,
yes.
All right. So when it comes to these jackets,
yes,
this is what like I said, I wear the t-shirts when I preach sometimes, and it may have something that represents the scripture or the message. And then thinking about this, I would be able to do the same thing. Of course, you would definitely need a heads up.
Yeah.
So, but if I had an engagement or something I need to be prepared for, if the attire fits, then I might be able to do something like that. And it makes me think about, I don't know if I got it, but I do got an engagement coming up. So I don't know if it'll make sense. I have to check with Takara and see what the attire is.
August?
Yeah, for August, guys, this is something else that y'all can tap into and become a part of. It's called I Pray, I Plan, and Execute. So this is an event coming up August 9th.
Yeah.
If you look on Takara Nicole's page or you reach out to me, I can get you more information about that event we have coming up. But I don't know, if everybody all dressed up, I might not be able to do that. But if I can, then I might look at trying to do something like that.
And I will be there.
Oh, yeah, that is right.
Yeah,
you are going to be there as well. So y'all need to be there as well. So let's dive further into these camos, because what I want to deal with is how masterful these are. And I'm like, do you even realize what you did when you did this? For example, have you ever heard the phrase, I don't look like what I've been through?
Yes. So
like one of the people like Zandy's, hers where you had the cancer survivor thing on there. Let's see if I can show it real quick.
And it's another cancer survivor I did, Felicia, the other coat that I sent you, Felicia that's on the choir. I did her jacket as well. That's another picture that I had sent you.
Richardson?
Yes, Felicia Richardson. Yeah, I did hers. I did hers as well.
So when I think about something like this, when you say I don't look like what I've been through, this jacket allows you to show what you've been through, but it's in fashion, so you don't look like whatever that thing could have put you through. Your design makes it so beautiful that it is like it's like a soldier's a patch. Boom, cancer survivor. It's like a medal of honor that I don't look like what I've been through. That's one thing I noticed about it. And then the other thing that was fascinating to me about what you did with these items is the phrase in the scripture where it says God won't put more on you than you're able to bear. So some of these people that you have putting things that they've been through or represent their life, it's showing that God didn't put more on them than they were able to bear because they're wearing it. Because good. I can wear this and carry this because God won't put more on me than he's able to bear. And then it goes further, Kashauna. We go deeper into what these jackets are. When you are designing these jackets for people, you are telling a story about their life. These jackets can tell somebody from start to finish about their life. It's like a timeline You are like doing a clothing document of somebody's life. So when we go on Netflix or whatever, you'll see a documentary about somebody's life. You're taking the documentary and putting it on cloth. Did you recognize that?
I didn't until just now.
Praise the Lord.
Wow. I got chills over here. Like, no, I didn't. And I guess it all goes in because that's why I asked, like, what you like? Like, what you like? What would you like to represent? And just about what they say, I make sure my best to put it on there for them, like what they say, because that's just nobody know Nicole being a boy mom.
Boy mom. The basketball goes back to when she was a child.
Wow. Yeah, didn't realize that, but now I do.
Yes,
thank you.
You are documenting people's life, and I think you're going to have repeat customers because as their life changes, their jacket is going to change.
I already have a repeat customer.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's like the I don't want to go too deep, but the mantle or the jacket you wear in one season might look completely different 2 years from now, 6 months from now, and the next season that you go to. So your hands are going to always have to be ready to document. For example, in the Bible, let's say Moses did something or the Apostle Paul did something. There were scribes and people who wrote to document and annotate the events that took place. And your hands are blessed and anointed, gifted to document what took place in their lives because the jacket is telling a story.
Wow.
You're not just a scribe like in the paper form, but you're a scribe on cloth.
Wow.
My goodness.
It's always been in your hands, huh?
It's in your hands. And so God allows you to be an author through your hands when you do this. So these camel jackets are powerful.
That's deep.
On different levels. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna go no more deep.
I told y'all, like, he was like, look, you see me, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Cause they forgot. Like,
yeah, so I'm gonna get back to the interview, guys. I just wanna and then we're gonna keep going. So let's read some of the comments in here. Let's see what Anitra says. She says, battle fought, battle ready, battle beauty. Okay, for ashes. And then she put another one on here. Camel Chronicles.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there, Anitra. So, guys, as y'all look at these camel jackets and what we're doing today and the great hands of Kashauna Johnson and her mind, what do y'all think about these camel jackets? Do you think this is something that you may be interested in? Do you have a favorite team? Do you need your life chronicled and her to be your author to write your biography on cloth? If so, definitely we want you to reach out to her. I did have a few questions, and let me see if I get to this. And let me know if we got to cut it short.
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. I would ask you what pushed you to entrepreneurship, but you did kind of mention the lady at Kimtal and making the jacket. Was there anything else that pushed you to entrepreneurship? I have a lot of listeners who are 9-to-5 workers, but we are also entrepreneurs and business owners. And I think there's a good, healthy balance until you can transition to full-time business.
Right.
But what else is it besides just helping people that push you to say, I want to be an entrepreneur?
Because I want to dance to my own beat. I want to be my own. I don't want to have to say, let me clock in at 8, whatever. Like when I'm at work, I'm at work and I do my work. But sometimes I can drift off and I'm like, you know what? These jackets I probably can make while I'm sitting here. That's just my mindset. But I know what I have to do in order to get there.
That's a good point. When you say, how many jackets can I make while I'm sitting here, as opposed to what I'm right now receiving monthly, it really makes you think. And it takes a big leap of faith to move forward. Yeah. But it takes a big step also to start somewhere. And at least you started and said, you know what, there's benefits to being an entrepreneur. There's tax benefits, there's write-offs. It opens you up to a whole nother class of opportunities. And I think I saw this on your Facebook. It says, never apologize to others for their misunderstanding or misinterpretation of who you are.
Mhm.
You deserve to be your authentic self unapologetically. What does that mean to you?
I don't apologize for who I am. How I dress, how I walk. Some people be like, you know how they always say, like, it take all that. It don't take so much for me because I can just do this in my sleep kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, I don't apologize for how I wear my hair. They be like, you got your hair, what color it is? It's whatever color I choose to have it. But I don't apologize if you don't like it. If you think something is off about it, because as long as Kashauna love it, it don't matter.
Okay.
And that's how I roll.
And so, of course, if y'all are just tuning in, we're here live with Kashauna Johnson, and she is a business owner and entrepreneur. We're excited to have her here. We're talking about styling, design, and artistic talents and skills. And so if you are just tuning in late, make sure you go back and watch the beginning of this as well. A lot of great content information that has been put out. If you're tuning in, make sure you share this information on your platform for other people to be able to see. And we're here live with Kashauna Johnson, who is, I don't even know how to describe her artistic talents, but you all see her right here. I got a few other pictures of her here, always designing herself, styling herself, and finding an affordable way to be able to do it. She talked about that as well, finding an affordable way. Go ahead.
Go back to that other picture. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to tell you simply how much this whole outfit was. Those shoes somebody gave to me. I had on the old frill socks that we wore back in the day as kids. Mm-hmm. But that blazer, $5. That shirt was $4. Them jeans was probably $4 as well. So that whole outfit, like the whole outfit. And that blazer was ugly. Nobody wanted that. It looked like something that Elvis Presley somebody wore. But guess what? I was like, oh yeah, I can take that and rock it. And that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you do group shirts, like you mentioned. You did the t-shirts for the February family, for the February birthdays, but also you did t-shirts for my family as well.
Yes.
So I got Yvette and I had Christmas t-shirts made.
Yes.
And the process was beautiful. The service was on time. The product was fantastic. And it looked good on us, and the packaging and everything was perfect. So I definitely want to thank you for doing that for my family.
I appreciate it.
And if y'all need family t-shirts, family reunions, or whatever, matching t-shirts, because you're getting ready to go on vacation, y'all need to get in contact with Kashauna because she will bless your household.
Yes.
Let's see what else I got. I may have one more picture on here. Let's see. Oh, that's your jacket. That's the side of it. Mm-hmm. That is the back of it, which we saw a second ago. Mm-hmm. And then this is you, of course, dressed up again. And let's see, might be, you did a young lady's shoes. I saw you like bling somebody out.
My real good sister friend Tamika, something that her daughter actually is a track. She runs track, but she wanted to. They had a banquet and it was called bling something. So I blinged out her shoe, I blinged out her dress, her skirt, and her top. It was a whole bling out outfit.
I thought I had that picture of the top on there. I don't know where it is, but it's on here somewhere, but I can't find it right now.
Yeah. So I did.
Okay. So it's, guys, if you go on her Facebook page, you'll be able to see it. But it's a whole outfit of the young lady that got blinged out.
Yeah, she was blinged out.
Okay, let me take that off. And so next, ups and downs of entrepreneurship. Like the lessons learned and the ups and downs. What are some of the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur?
One lesson learned is don't procrastinate. No procrastination. Like if I know I have something to do, then I do it. The ups in it is, like, a lot of people will want it, the selling of it, and I love creating it. The downs of it is, the force of time go, because like even with the jackets, and if you're listening to me and you put in an order for a jacket, your jacket is coming. However, with everything's going on, I have to wait for the patches and stuff to come in. So that may take, like a little time, but rest assured, nobody is pressuring me. They're not like, hey, where my jacket at? Because I got to do Sheila jacket, Renee jacket from Pam from church, and then Tashala jacket. I'm doing theirs, and they ain't rushing me or anything. But so the ups and downs sometimes is getting the product, like especially when you customize. When you customize, you have to kind of like get the stuff, and you have to make sure that you find the right stuff that they want. Like the stuff like simple little stuff I have, and now what also I'm learning is, okay, go ahead and buy like maybe 5 or 6 of those instead of just buying one for that particular thing. Go ahead and get it kind of, if I can get it more than I can, then that's what I do. But ups and downs is about the same. You will have a slow season, and then you will have a season where you're booming. That's why I'm glad I still have a job, a job that pays me, regardless of whether this is happening or not, because I still have to keep income coming in.
Okay. I was going to ask about that, but you answered it already because you're like customizing this, like everybody's not going to want these cards.
Yep.
And then you have like something right here. I don't know what it stands for.
It's just a lollipop.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was cool.
Okay.
So I put it on both sides. So it's just a lollipop.
And everybody may not want the same thing. So it's not
they don't.
Certain things you can't buy in bulk.
Right.
And save money. So it does take time.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, it does take time. Especially when, say, like if you go to Savannah State and you want a Savannah State, you want the mascot, or you want the logo or something like that. Now that takes a little time. It only takes maybe like a couple of days, but you remember I got to order it in order for it to get to me, because I pray to God. I'm just praying that God show me a way where I can make patches. If I can make patches, then I won't need. So from my mouth to your ears, God, or if there's somebody out there watching where I can get with them and they do custom patches to where I don't have to keep going to Amazon or going to Temu or going to Shein. You know what I'm saying? If there's somebody that somebody know, please let me know, because it will really make a difference.
Okay. Okay. So now, as an entrepreneur, I've had these issues before, and it make you adjust how you do business. Have you ever made early on, you tell somebody, oh, you can just pay me when it's done, and then you make the product or you get something completed and the person changed their mind or they can't pay you? Yeah,
I had that when I first started doing the like the little oven mitts, and she was just like, oh, I don't like the way they came out. I was like, okay, you don't like it, okay, my loss. I didn't make a big deal about it. I said, okay, but then what that teaches you is, who and who not to do business with.
Correct. Or also you put certain parameters in place.
Right.
So like in your case, yes, the deposit may be half down.
Yes.
And you got to be creative with that of how much is this going to cost me to make? So if this person back out or something get funny,
right,
at least I didn't take a loss.
Right.
Or I've kind of gave myself a buffer against that loss.
Yes.
So do you do things that now where, and you have to, as an entrepreneur, you got to be consistent with this so customers know how to approach you.
Right.
Are you consistent in saying whatever half up front or money down?
I'm very consistent, and I typed up the for my price list, and I typed up a disclaimer, because they are not refundable.
No,
they're not refundable. They're not exchangeable, because again, when you put your deposit down and you say, when you tell me, okay, you tell me you want the jacket, and I said, okay, good. I said, okay, what I need you to do is you need to send me everything that you may want on the jacket. Once you send me that and we size you, and you send me your deposit, you are listen, this is not refundable. Yeah. So once we get this going and it's done, and if you decide at the end that you don't like it, okay, at least I got half of my money.
Yeah.
And then I could go through the process of ripping stuff off and making it something else. Again, that's work.
Exactly.
So yes,
good
that's
point.
work.
Ooh, that's
work.
Good point.
That's work. And I mean, I can do it. I have done it. I have taken down a whole jacket. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna give it to you like that. I'm gonna take it all the way down, and I'm gonna redo it. And I found ways. I'm like, Lord, can you help me how to figure out how to get this glue off of here? God was like, put heat to it. Bam, put the heat to it, and the glue came right on off. So so I have a disclaimer. I require.
You giving away secret sauce out here?
Okay. You know what? It's okay, because guess what? It's enough money. It's enough stuff to go around for everybody. Yeah. And if I can help somebody, with their product, how they doing it, then because I may need the help from them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay, but I do require half down. Some people just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pay you the full price because I trust you. That's good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I require half down, and then the other half is due once it get paid. Once the coat is finished. And I always say that it's going to take anywhere to 2 to 3 weeks to get it done, depending on how detailed you want it. Like if somebody like wants stuff and I got, because I have a lot of stuff material at home.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's stuff at home that I could just make and get it, it might not take 2 or 3 weeks. But I have to get that buffer because again, I work at 8 to 5 and I still have life outside of this.
And I like the fact of us talking about this because we're going to help another entrepreneur out, whether they watch this today or 2 years from now or 6 months from now, of saying, take that money up front. I don't care if they're your best friend, cousin, sister. My sister, she makes candles.
Right.
And so or t-shirts, she designs stuff.
Right.
Cakes, you name it, cupcakes. I can't even begin to list all the stuff she does, but she's in that same creative space as you. But whenever she gets ready to make something, I say, okay, how much is going to cost? And I pay up front or I'll pay a deposit. Mm-hmm. I want it because she'll try to give it to me for free.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I want to pay you for your services. Mm-hmm. When I have something catered, the lady who caters my food, I ask her, how much do you need? What is the upfront cost? Right. Let me get this to you.
Yeah.
Because I want to respect another entrepreneur.
Right. Because you know what it feels like to not get the respect and not to, and know how it feels. Because again, it's your time. And although it's what you love to do, like I love to do this, it's still my time. I still have to make sure that I'm keeping the promise to my customers, as well as keeping the promise to my household, keeping the promise to my family, and most importantly, keeping my promise to God, because I got to make sure that I reverence Him before I can do anything.
And exercise your gifts and talents, because if you are faithful over a few things, He's going to make you ruler over many. And so this is just a good starting place for you to continue to build on. And like you said, you're already prepared and understand there's going to be seasons. There's going to be ebbs and flows. And so my question to you is, what do you feel makes you different or sets you apart from other people who style people or who design or is an author on cloth? What makes you different?
I mean, I'm always just going to go back to me. I'm just different. God just made me uniquely different. And I'm different. I see stuff different. I'm just different. Like who that's black, that can't be in the sun. Who that can't be around, can't eat fruit. I mean, my whole life is different. I'm just a whole different, and I'm set aside. I'm not like everybody else. And I always been like that. So it's just me. That's all I can say. It's just me. So I just go with it.
I think one of the things that make you different and unique is you're not afraid to try something that goes against the grain.
Yeah.
And it may cause you to stand out, and you're prepared for what may come for trying something that goes against the grain. Because
you told me one time we was on the phone and you said, you're the one that people gonna look at. You said because you're different, you're set apart. You don't go with everybody. You don't look like everybody else. And that's what I do. Like, that's why I don't shop around here in no clothing store. Because I don't want to go nowhere and I see somebody else with what I got on. Although it's me and it's different, I just like just looking like different all the way around. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. And that will help you set you apart.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to tell the people, and I won't hold up too much more of her time. Another thing I want you to be able to tell people before they disconnect is, where can people follow you? Where can people find you? And if they wanted to place an order, how do they need to reach you?
Okay, so I actually have two. Well, of course, Kashauna, you can inbox me on Facebook. If you want to message me on Facebook. Those out here who have my number, you also can place your order or contact me through that. I also have my fashion page is Unique Fits by Kashauna Johnson. I'll put that in there so you can tag that. And then my other page is Genia's Creative Designs. You also can hit me up on that too. You can follow me. I'm actually on Instagram as well. I post to TikTok periodically, but a lot of people don't went to limit 8. But you know, most of the time my stuff is going to be shared on Facebook because that's where the most traffic and stuff is. And then when I share from Facebook, I always share it on my business page, but I share it on my personal pages and it goes to my Instagram. So that too, or just by word of mouth. If y'all know somebody who know me, you can get my number. I don't have no problem about it calling me. Just text me first, because if I don't know your number, it's going to go to spam. But yeah, that's how I can be reached.
Okay. So you all know those are different ways that you can reach out to her. And also, if you need to, guys, what you can do is leave a comment in the comment section. Mm-hmm. If you can't find her Facebook page, your Facebook page is just
Kashauna Johnson.
Kashauna Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't find any of that, then you can leave a comment and we'll make sure that that message gets to her so she can reach back out to you, whether you're listening in, because I have YouTube listeners,
yes,
and I got people listening in on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, in the chat section, if you leave a comment, I'll make sure that she gets your information and connects with you as well. And so here in Coach Steele's Finance Training, this has been an awesome Saturday.
Yes.
Getting ready, being able to talk to our entrepreneur that we have here, Kashauna Johnson, and the brand name. Can you say that again?
Genia's Creative Design.
Genia's Creative Design. And as you all see, there is a vast plethora of creative places where she puts her creative juices at, whether it was t-shirts, whether it's cooking stuff, whether it's for birthday parties, you name it. And of course, these very famous camo jackets that chronicle people's life stories or what other things you want put on there. We've seen a variety of different ones on there. So definitely want you all to reach out, tap into her, and be a part of that. Continue to listen in to Coach Steele's Finance Training. We're going to continue to have entrepreneurs, business owners, people on to talk about financial literacy and the importance of financial literacy, the importance of being a business owner, why all of this plays a role in today's society, because, you know, people are losing jobs.
Yes.
People are dealing with inflation. The cost of living is going up. But when you got a trade, when you have a skill, when you got something like this in your back pocket, you are able to weather through storms and get yourself and your family to where you need to be. And I appreciate you coming in on today, Kashauna, the Coach Steele's Finance Training. I do see your friend is tuning in right now too. Let me put her picture up if I can find it. Shaquana, I see she's tuned in. Good morning. No, that's not it. Where's she at?
Oh, I know what picture you're talking about.
Yeah, I had it up here earlier.
Yeah, keep going.
There it is.
Yeah.
So thank you for tuning in on today, Shaquana. Yes. Shout out to you. We was able to feature her jacket on here as well. And I appreciate everybody else for tuning in. If you have any thoughts, comments, feel free to leave them and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Coach Steele's Finance Training. Yes. And on that note, I'll let you have the last words and then I'm going to hit end.
I appreciate each and every one of you guys with the awesome comments and just the support. Like I said, when I was just doing this because it was something that I love, had no idea that it was going to go like this, but God already knew. He knew. So this is why I just stay true to myself and I just walk to my own beat. And I do what I do. I don't worry about anybody else. So, you know, because whatever he got for me, he got for me. So I just continue to do it. I thank for the support. Thank y'all for the support. If y'all have any family members or husbands, whatever, that have these jackets that they got stored up somewhere that they're not using, can you please donate them to me? I will appreciate them. I do purchase them, but you know, if we have a community where someone can donate to me and be a blessing, I would absolutely love. I would love that. My brother got a tub of them for me right now in Columbia. I just got to get there to get them. And so it helps me out a lot to where I don't have to. And again, I want them used. I don't want brand new. I don't want a brand new one. I want them used with some battle, with some stories on it to continue the story. Like he said, the author of the cloth. That's good.
Well,
yeah, the Camo Chronicles. That is good. You know, so, and I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, I like that. But anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you guys who shared, who came on here and comment. Again, if you need a jacket, if you need anything personal, anything, you know, if you got any questions for any new entrepreneurs, or even if you're not a new one that's coming up, you know, Miss Shirley, I hit you up anytime. Miss Shirley, what you gonna, and we talk all the time. So, you know, anything that I can help. So just, you know, just let me know. And again, I appreciate everyone. And hopefully I'll be back. Well, I'll be back another time, and it'll be bigger than this because I'm in the money chair.
Yes, she is in the money chair.
Yes.
So here at Coach Steele's Finance Training, not too many people are set in the green money chair that we have here. And show them the gold pillow that come along with the money chair too.
Listen, y'all.
The money chair has a gold pillow
money chair has
for the
pillow.
guests as well. So yeah, you're all blessed, touched, and anointed in that chair.
Yes.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and y'all have a blessed rest of your day.
Thank you.